Three, two, one, recording. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew, and you have found yourself with the morning hash. Uh, I'm tired. I've been up for a few hours now. Sleep was okay, but I'm just tired. It's Sunday morning. Maybe I should still be in bed, but what the hell, huh? We've got stuff to talk about. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. Um, I'm not gonna try to keep you too long, but we've got a few things to talk about. So let's jump right in. News of the day. Let's see. So John Fetterman, the senator who had a stroke, who may have had another stroke, I'm not sure. According to Zero Hedge, extraordinarily challenging. John Fetterman is laboring to adjust to Senate due to special needs. Now that the election is long gone and Senator John Fetterman has had another stint in the hospital, New York Times is finally telling us what we all knew months ago. Fetterman is not fit for the job. He's just not, people. Look, I'm not making fun of the guy because of, his disability or anything like that. How in the world could you possibly vote someone like this into office, okay? I mean, this is not the Special Olympics. It's not. This is the Senate, okay? At Senator John Fetterman's desk in the Senate chamber, there are a newly installed monitor that rises or lowers. I don't see a problem with that, depending on whether he sits or stands, and provides closed captioning so he can follow the proceedings. Okay. It also limits Fetterman's physical impairment and serious mental health challenges that have rendered the transition extraordinarily challenging, even with the accommodations that have been made to help him adapt. Fetterman's staff admits he needs a better plan to take care of himself, both physically and emotionally. And this is ridiculous. You know who I really hate in this? His wife. How could a good wife sit there and keep pushing this guy out there over and over and over and over again? Huh? I mean, just because she wants some power, just because she wants to have the power of being married to a senator. Jesus H. Christ. Let's see here. We've got some more. I mean, here he is right here. I mean,
and we should all support replacing the lead pipes and ensuring that everyone has clean, safe, clean drinking water. And we should all support replacing the lead pipes and ensuring that everyone has clean, safe, clean drinking
guys, he
water.
can't get through
We
a
should all
sentence. Okay, this is a senator. Not to mention, John Fetterman wants to release 1/3 of Pennsylvania's prisoners. Now, if we're talking about drug offenses like smoking a joint or something like that, and someone's in prison, yeah, get him out. But 1/3 of the prisoners in Pennsylvania, what is this guy talking about? His soft on crime record. Let's see. Oh, there was a video. Let's see. Almost, not to mention, as early as October of 2022, almost 1,600 people have been shot in Philadelphia this year alone. I mean, good lord. Where do I have this? That's not it. It's, I think it's right here. Oh, it's not this. I don't want that. Uh, this is a video of him talking about
release 1/3 of our inmates and not make anyone less safe. You could reduce Pennsylvania's prison population by 1/3 and not make anyone less safe. He said something remarkable that I agree with. He said, we could reduce our prison population by 1/3 and not make anyone less.
I did this again. It's done this again. I thought I had let's see. Let's watch let's see this 2-minute video about what's going on in Philadelphia, right? What's really going on in Pennsylvania.
Their business is tied directly to Philadelphia's homicide rate. And as you can see by the rows and rows of freshly dug graves, business is booming.
We could cull 1/3 of our prison population out of jail and not make anyone less safe. And I don't know why we all wouldn't want
It's
that.
much worse in Philadelphia than it is in even larger cities like New York City and Los Angeles. Take a look at these numbers. So far, at least 361 murders in this
God.
city, about
My
1,600
God.
people shot. That is a record pace.
And he said something remarkable that I agree with. He said, we could reduce our prison population by a third and not make anyone less safe in Pennsylvania. And that's a profound statement.
Too many people get out, they get a bail that they could pay. They get out of jail, you could pay a bill, but meanwhile, you out on bail and you wind up killing somebody else. Like, do something about it.
So you have a progressive champion of criminal justice reform like Larry
Progressive.
Krasner.
It needs to be defunded, by which I mean it's funding reduced.
I hear gunshots, like I said, I hear gunshots every day. So I just don't, it's just like, I feel like it's a normal day in Philly at this point.
I think it's important that we as a society have all the options on the table, including needle exchange, which is only technically legal in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, and even safe injection sites that are being considered, like, say, in Philadelphia.
Something needs to be done, and it needs to be done like yesterday, because it's getting very, very dangerous. Just to even do something, play football, it's ridiculous. We need some help.
My hope is there's a political will to abolish death by incarceration for second-degree murder here in Pennsylvania, because it's a tragedy.
For some reason, he believes people should not be accountable for their crimes, which is a very dangerous person. Similar to Larry Krasner. He's a very dangerous person. Look what he's done to the city of Philadelphia.
So this guy wants to release people who have been found guilty of second-degree murder. He wants to release a third of the prison population in Pennsylvania, and you just saw the residents of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania saying, well, the one woman said that she's just gotten used to hearing gunshots at night. Is that normal? Do you think that's a healthy society? Of course not. Good Lord. And then the needle exchange. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? So we're just encouraging violent crime and drug use on the streets. You're going to be the next San Francisco, Pennsylvania. Actually, there are some videos on YouTube that you can check out of Pennsylvania. There are some terrible, terrible neighborhoods there. Oh, it's so bad. What else? Oh, we had that one. I'll close that. Here we go. 10 convicted first degree murderers. John Fetterman helped released from prison. And it goes on to describe all this, and the people that he did help release. And then from Breitbart, John Fetterman brings a convicted murderer to the State of the Union. Freshman Senator John Fetterman, Democrat, Pennsylvania, brought a convicted murderer to the State of the Union address on Tuesday. The convict received a commuted sentence thanks in large part to Pennsylvania's Board of Pardon, which Fetterman used to oversee when he was lieutenant governor. Isn't that nice? Okay. So we've got this guy who may have had a second stroke, who's for some reason they voted in Pennsylvania, who wants to free criminals, who wants to give out needles for drugs. Is this where we are? Is this where we are as a society? Huh? Look at what progressiveness has done to us. Look what progressiveness has done to our world. It's killing us. It is. I mean, facts are facts. Good Lord. All right, let's move on from John Fetterman. Special Olympics are over. We're not going to the weather yet. Oh, a horrific environmental disaster is happening in Ohio, and you may not have even heard about it. Did you hear about it? I didn't hear about it until this morning. The EPA says it's safe to return to East Palestine, Ohio, after a train derailment sparked a toxic chemical fire, but locals are worried about ongoing health impacts. A train derailment last week in Ohio is turned into a full fledged environmental disaster and has received surprisingly little national media coverage. Last Friday, a train belonging to Norfolk Southern, one of America's leading rail operators, derailed near the Pennsylvania border, leaving what the Associated Press called a mangled and charred mess of boxcars and flames. Just outside the village of East Palestine, home to about 5,000 people, the crash created a 50-car pileup, half the train's length. According to the Norfolk Southern, a fifth of the cars were carrying hazardous materials. Let's see. By Sunday evening, residents near the train tracks were told to immediately evacuate. There is now potential of catastrophic tanker failure, which could cause an explosion with a potential of deadly shrapnel traveling up to a mile. So there's this biohazard bomb that derailed in East Palestine, Ohio. Isn't that something? It goes on. 14 tankers were exposed to fire while full of hundreds of thousands of gallons of vinyl chloride, a chemical used in PVC. Vinyl chloride is flammable, toxic, and a declared brain, lung, blood, and liver carcinogen. And it goes on and on and on. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this. Isn't that nuts? Did you hear about this? I didn't hear about this. Hold on a second. I think I've got something about this. Look at this. Hold on a second. Hold on, there's a newscast on this. Hold on, I'm going to go to it. Look at that. Did you hear about this?
At the area, well and groundwater are safe. However, after this couple saw dead fish in this creek that you're looking at, they're deciding to not take any chances.
Oh, there was hundreds.
Russell Murphy is referring to the fish now belly up in Leslie Run. He and his wife noticed them last night, barely 48 hours after the fiery derailment 5 miles away.
This is huge, huge environmental effects.
That's now one of many concerns the EPA now faces.
The impact of the fish, yes, there was a impact of those. However, the levels as we have seen it are protective to groundwater. We are aware there are some wells along that for residential wells.
Environmental cleanup crews were at and actually in that water today. So are these booms, which are used to catch and stop anything that shouldn't be flowing here or into water wells, which Murphy uses for just about everything.
Well, so there you go. There's a disaster that nobody knew about. Good Lord. What else do we got going on? Let's keep moving on down. I'm sorry, it's a bad news morning. I tried to do a happy news story last night or video last night. Um, but oh, the world is just burning. It's just burning, eating itself alive. What am I at here? All right, where are we? Oh, yeah. Let's take this from Breitbart. U.S. jet takes down unidentified object that violated Canadian airspace. What the hell is going on with all of these objects flying around our airspace? What is up with all these damn Chinese balloons? What is going on? Somebody tell me. Good Lord. An American jet shot down an unidentified object that violated Canadian airspace Saturday after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau ordered it to be taken down. Trudeau announced that a U.S. F 22 with the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, successfully fired at the object, and it was taken down over the Yukon. Canadian aircraft was scrambled as well. And it goes on to Trudeau. I'm not gonna. I spoke with President Biden this afternoon. I bet that was a hell of a conversation. Canadian forces will now recover and analyze the wreckage of the object. Thank you to NORAD for keeping the watch over North America. You're welcome, America's hat. He added that he had been in contact with Potatoes in Chief. Let's see. Officials have not determined what the object was. The alleged infringement on Canada's airspace comes a day after NORAD shot down an unidentified object over territorial waters off Alaska's coast, and a week after U.S. forces shot down a Chinese spy balloon that traversed the country for days. What is going on? And here's a statement from NORAD. Good Lord. While we're on the topic, 3 suspicious objects have been downed across North America this week. Officials have no idea where 2 of the unidentified planes, UAP, came from, and the pilots who shot them down can't agree on what they even look like. So there's a gray alien. I think it's a gray alien. So because they got the picture right there. Friday, North Alaska. Saturday, just east of Alaska. And then second Saturday, side in Montana. Chinese balloon. Chinese balloon. U.S. fighter aircraft shot down an object threatening airspaces from the insider. Airspace over Alaska yesterday. And all of these links will be down in the description. All these links will be down in the description so you can peruse them at your leisure. F-22 pilots who saw the object said it interfered with their sensors and had no propulsion system. On Saturday, another unknown object described as cylindrical was shot down over Canada. What the hell is going on? And then it goes on to talk about the Chinese spy balloon. It's been an extraordinary week for UAPs in North America. God, I'll say. Geez, what is going on? The object over Alaska was an altitude that conflicted with commercial flights. God, the object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet. That's high. And posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. The balloon seen floating over the country last week hovered at around 60,000 feet, says the Pentagon. I trust the Pentagon, don't you? We don't know the origin of objects shot down on Friday or Saturday. This is great, huh? I trust NORAD. I trust the government. Let's just keep moving on because the Chinese balloons have been spotted over five continents as part of a wider surveillance program. The Chinese spy balloon that transited across the U.S. before it was shot down off the coast of South Carolina on Saturday is part of a larger Chinese surveillance balloon program that has operated for several years and over multiple continents, the Pentagon said Wednesday. Huh. I didn't know that. They said it's been going on for years. I haven't seen any Chinese balloons until now. Let's see. As you highlight, we are aware there have been 4 previous balloons that have gone over the U.S. territory. Pentagon Secretary, blah, 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 blah. I want to know where the most recent balloon flew over near 4 military sites in Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska, and Missouri after it first entered U.S. airspace on January 28th. For the love of God. Why why would we not just take it down? Is it even a Chinese balloon, do you think? Do you think that's what it is? Huh? Or is this just another distraction? What's really going on here, huh? I mean, God. Previous balloons have flown over parts of Hawaii, Texas, and Florida. 3 during the Trump administration and 1 at the beginning of the Biden administration. Okay. Let's see. China's balloon program is designed to augment its surveillance capabilities. I want to know the other countries. Where are the other countries? La, 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 la. Oh, let's see. I don't know. Oh, here we go, right here. The U.S. has also briefed its allies in the program. Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman held a briefing Monday about the balloon incident for about 150 staff from roughly 40 embassies, a senior administration official confirmed. In the briefing, it was revealed that one balloon circumnavigated the globe in 2019. It went through past the entire globe, passing by Hawaii and over Florida, the official said. Balloons were also flown over Japan, India, Vietnam, Taiwan, and the Philippines. Good Lord. Is humanity going forwards or backwards? I don't know. It's fun to watch, though. Kind of. Kind of. If you want to check out more of this again, links in the description. Where are we going now? We're going to health, I think. Health is what's up next. Epoch Times, Epoch Health. New laws give FDA more power to dictate your doctor's treatment. So basically, I've perused this a little bit. So, 1 in 5 prescriptions would be affected if the FDA gets its way, putting big pharma in charge of making decisions about your health instead of your doctor. Make no mistake, this appropriations bill involving 1.7 trillion in spending could change the practice of medicine and not in your favor. The 2023 Omnibus Appropriation Bill includes 19 lines that could give the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, the power to ban off label use of approved medications. Okay, so if you take any kind of medication, all right, and I'll just give you the brief rundown of this. They want to be able to regulate the off label uses of medications, right? So let's say you take something like there's a drug called mirtazapine, right? And it was originally designed as I think an antipsychotic or an antidepressant, but now the off-label use for it, they use it for some sleep. I know because I've taken it before. Um, so the off-label use is to help people sleep, but it was originally designed as some kind of antipsychotic, antidepressant, right? What they want to do is they want to eliminate that. They want you taking the exact drug for the exact problem, right? They want to create more drugs that you have to buy. They don't want this off-label use stuff because that means that you're not buying a drug that they may have created for the problem that you're coming into the doctor for. Does that make sense? If not, you can read the article. I'm sorry. I just it's just ridiculous, you know. The FDA is just yeah, pharma, not your doctor, would dictate the medical decisions. And oh yeah, patients suffer when pharma's in control. It's a big, big, big problem. Oh, here's one. The California. In California, regulators are also interfering with the practice of medicine. Law AB 2019, which was signed into law September 30, 2022, went into effect January 1st, 2023, gives the state power to take away doctors' medical licenses if they spread misinformation that goes against the standard COVID-19 rhetoric. Specifically, those who disseminate or promote misinformation or disinformation related to COVID-19, including false or misleading information regarding the nature and risks of the virus. It- it's its prevention and treatment and the development, safety, and effectiveness of COVID-19 vaccines could be disciplined, which includes loss of their medical license. So if you question the official narrative of anything that happens regarding the COOF, the unspecified virus of unknown origin, if you question any of that, they can take away your medical license. That is not the foundation of science. The foundation of science is being able to ask questions. This is bullshit. It's what we like to call bullshit. California sucks. Get out. Don't go. Just don't go somewhere and destroy it. Just don't go somewhere and destroy it. Just stop. Stop, California. You need to whoa. You need to whoa. Just whoa. Moving on. Surgeon General calls for more funding to help states tackle mental health crisis, and I fully support this because we have a big, big mental health crisis problem in this country, and the COOF, the shutdown, didn't help very much. What am I at here? I'm gonna have to keep moving along here. I don't want to keep you too much longer, but yes, the Surgeon General calls for more funding to help states tackle mental health crisis. I fully support that. As someone who has suffered from mental health issues in the past, um, I understand the importance of it, and I understand that it's difficult to ask for help. But I understand that it's very, very important that we take care of this issue because this is an enormous problem in this country right now. And if you don't believe me, go look at TikTok or go to YouTube and search for high school graduates or college graduates. Well, that's not only mental health, they're just stupid. What do we got? Okay, I got to move on here. COVID-19 vaccine added to recommended immunization schedule for children. Good Lord. Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has added the COVID-19 vaccine to the recommended immunization schedule for children and adolescents. The committee recommended that children aged 6 to 17 be given two-dose primary vaccine series from 3 to 8 weeks apart. Good Lord. Even though, right here, currently Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, including the bivalent booster, have emergency use authorization only for children 6 months of age and older, but have not been fully authorized by the FDA. Can you imagine giving a 6-month-old child this stupid shot? Have you seen what's happening to perfectly healthy athletes? Unbelievable. We got to move on. We got to move on. Let's move on to sports because it's the big day. It's the big game. I don't think I can say super and then the other word. I think I have to say this and then bowl because the NFL sucks. I don't think you can actually say that. You have to say the big game. This is at now. This is at Barstool Sports. Where am I at here? This is at Barstool Sports, and they've got their schedule here. Sunday, February 12th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, big game stream. And they've got all their information here. So yeah, it's the big game. It's the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Like I said, I think the Eagles will win. I think the other day I thought the score was going to be something like 32-26, something like that. Excuse me. Something like that, 32-26. So there's that. And the reason I bring up Barstool Sports is because Dave Portnoy, I wanted to bring this up. Alex Stein and Dave Portnoy. This is hilarious.
I'm right here. Okay, I see. What are you doing? I'm doing I'm right here. Tell Francis. I just want to go Wednesday. Go Wednesday. You go Wednesday. Wednesday.
All right. All right.
Barstool Sports, good one.
Okay, that was a good time to stop the video. Go check out Alex Stein, number 99, on Twitter and look for his Dave Portnoy video. It's absolutely hilarious. So there's your sports for you. We got to have to wrap it up here. We're going into our entertainment. Idris Elba. Okay. Idris Elba says it's just skin. Speaks out against making everything about race, says he stopped calling himself a black actor. Actor Idris Elba condemned this week the overuse of racial descriptions, explaining why he no longer describes himself as a black actor despite being black. Speaking with Esquire UK, Elba said humans are obsessed with race, in part because humans too often focus on their differences. As humans, we are obsessed with race, and that obsession can really hinder people's aspirations, hinder people's growth, he told the publication. Racism should be a topic for discussion, sure. Racism is very real. But from my perspective, it's only as powerful as you allow it to be. Only has power if you give it power. That's that. What did he say right there? Humans too often focus on their differences. Yes. Let's focus on the things that bring us together. Okay. I'm going to have to wrap it up here. The app that I use only allows me, I haven't upgraded it yet, so it only allows me half an hour. Some of you are probably extremely grateful that it only allows me half an hour. Again, all of these will be in the description below. If you haven't hit like, subscribe, and share, hit the notification bell, do all that jazz. What else? Oh, from entertainment, yeah, Sam Smith.
Grammy Awards is sponsored by Pfizer.
You can't make that shit up. A satanic performance brought to you by Pfizer. You can't make that shit up. If you haven't seen All Quiet on the Western Front, I highly suggest you do. It's a great movie. It is not an easy watch. What else do we got here? Let's finish. Let's finish with a quote, shall we? From Mark Twain. If you tell the truth, you never have to remember anything. It's true. And I'll do one more here. I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. You're stuck with me, babe. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm very grateful for it. I'm going to have to wrap it up here. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. See you guys. Take care.